Hello there. Life Care Radio is a radio station that was established in 2014 with a view to entertaining and providing information for people who are in nursing, residential or long-term care. So that's either in a nursing or residential home or receiving long-term care in their own homes.
We're a registered charity and we don't charge the homes or individuals anything at all to install one of our listening units or to receive our service. We actively fundraise with events throughout the year to raise both awareness of what we do and money so that we can continue to build listening units. We're very fortunate at the Ageing Well Festival in 2019 that Babbacombe and St Mary Church Lions Club agreed to sponsor our app, which has allowed us to reach more and more people in their own homes, which has been a crucial service throughout the coronavirus pandemic. Our presenters during the pandemic kept broadcasting, many from their own homes or out and about, to continue to provide radio shows to keep our listeners connected. Before the pandemic, we visited Puddlevine Court in Totnes to hear about how Mary and Sybil have enjoyed their experiences with Life Care Radio.
It means a great deal to me. I'm very fond of music, and being in here, you don't always hear what you want to hear. So when you request the songs you like. It's made us more friendly towards one another because we all discuss what we're having and what we're,
Yeah, so you listen out for each other's requests.
Oh, yes.
We do, yeah.
Yes, this week I said to you, didn't I? I said, well, yours.
That's right, didn't Mary? Yes.
Music is an important part of any radio station, perhaps more so for people with long-term health needs. Music is proven to reduce pain, provide moments of lucidity in people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and improve mental health. Our recipe is to couple that music with some friendly voices and local information to bring the community together. If we can make one person smile by hearing their favourite song or their name mentioned, or perhaps get a room full of people singing along, then we've hopefully achieved our aim of reducing isolation and loneliness in some of the Bay's most vulnerable population. Many of our listeners are older people who will have lived through many pivotal moments with their radios by their side. They'll remember the era of pirate radio stations and key moments in history broadcast over the wireless. What those pirate radio stations did really well was they made those connections with the listener. They talked to them rather than at them, and as a consequence, people felt that they knew the DJs and presenters. Life Care tries to do this too, and before the pandemic we could often be seen out and about at the nursing and residential homes collecting requests, usually eating some cake at an open day, and even providing PAs for fetes and garden parties. And this means that we're not just a voice behind a microphone. Our listeners actually get to meet us. They get to know us a little bit and they can put a face to the name. This sense of belonging is helped by a great sense of community that our members have. Jill Whitefoot first made contact with us to find out how we could help her mum who was receiving care at the time. But she now presents Don't Forget It's Friday with partner Kerry.
Hi, I'm Jill. I got involved with Life Care Radio back when I was looking after my mum. I was a carer and I saw an advert or something came up on Facebook and it was saying all about Life Care and I thought, wow, that looks fantastic. And I thought it would be beneficial for my mum who was housebound and couldn't get out, obviously, only really saw me and a couple of friends. And I thought it might just make her feel a bit connected because it seemed the way they were aiming programmes and things seemed to be perfect for what my mum would be looking for. So I looked into it and read all about it, thought, wow. And then when it finally went live, I got in touch with them at Life Care and I got a dedication played for Mum. And she was tickle pink, she was over the moon. And I thought, this is ideal. And I could put it on for her when I left. And I thought it'd keep her company while I'm gone. We listened on the app to start with. But of course, now we've got an Alexa. So back then it would have been handy. I really wanted to get involved somehow, but I didn't know how to go about it. And obviously looking after Mum, it was quite time consuming, so I couldn't really commit to anything. Once we lost Mum, my partner Kerry said, well, why don't you get involved? We could get involved. And I thought, I don't know about that. So she said, well, we could do a show. And as much as I love the idea, I didn't necessarily know whether we were cut out for that sort of thing. So we got in touch with Kathy, and she had us in and we had a talk, and, you know, we ended up having our safety checks and all that sort of thing. And we have a show. And every week we go in, and I can spend the week going through lovely tunes and things and getting a bit of a theme together and playing songs that I know my folks would have loved. And we just talk on our show. We just, Kerry and I, we do it together. I couldn't have done it on my own. And it just gives us something to do as well. But we natter and reminisce, and hopefully while we're reminiscing about what we were doing when this song was in and what we used to do at school or what movies we enjoy, our listeners will be doing the same. And so that's really how we came to be part of Life Care, and I love it. I never thought that at my age I'd be having a radio presenter, but honestly it is one of the most rewarding things. And every week I do my show, and when I go home I think, yeah, hopefully we've made a difference.
Life Care Radio tries to support people on a practical level as well, and we have named many of our shows after certain times of the day to try to help people to locate where they are in relation to things like lunch times or mornings or evenings. So we have shows like the coffee break, we have the lunchtime shows, and then we have tea time tunes and into the evening shows. So we try to make sure that our programming supports people who may have memory loss and dementia as well. Our presenters are as varied as our shows, and we actually have presenters ranging in age from early 20s to our oldest presenter, who is John, and he presents the Coffee Break Request Show.
Well, I'm a presenter. I think I'm the oldest one on the show. I've been very lucky in my life. I've had a lot of things happen, but mainly good things, and I've been surrounded by people that are willing to do things for me, and I suppose it's my way of giving something back to society.
Yeah. And how old are you?
Well, 93.
I love it. And if you're thinking about volunteering, do so. It is so rewarding. I'm just glad I had the opportunity. Cheers.
Our thanks to the organisers of Ageing Well for allowing us to take part in this year's virtual festival. Thank you so much. And if you believe that Life Care may be able to help maybe your organisation or any individuals that are watching this that think, yeah, actually, you know what, this is really good, please let me know. My contact details are coming up on the screen right now, and I'd love to hear from you.